and hits very hard. That's one way to look at it.
Nah, you're right.
Fart. Bim, bim.
Is that what that makes you think of, a fart?
Bim, bim. Bim, 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 bim.
I think we know what episode this is. I know what episode this is.
Deuce, deuce.
No, do 0.
Oh, I meant to say 0. But the deuce was already coming out. So
Yep, double down.
when the deuce comes out, you just gotta let it come out.
And that is what incontinent means.
What's up, y'all? The opposite. Opposite.
What?
It means the opposite.
What do
It
you
means
mean?
it's not coming out.
Wait, I'm so
Oh,
confused.
no. You're right. Never mind. Anyways, hi.
Incontinent buttocks.
That's gross. That's so very gross.
Yeah.
But, hello again for the third time.
Yes. Hello again for the third time. Oh, speaking of which,
I-
you know what we
third
never
time for
actually
me,
do?
First time for you.
I mean, okay. I feel like we agreed that you're right.
I'm sorry.
You totally threw off my train of thought. Anyways,
Sorry.
another episode, 10-second reviews, episode 20. For those of you who might be new, you want to give them a rundown real quick?
Hey, so we talk about things.
All right.
And some of those things happen to be music. Some of those things happen to be related to life. Some of those things happen to be related to nothing. Oh, my shoulder hurts. But we rate songs.
Perfect example.
Yeah, we rate. Hey, shut up. We rate songs off albums, off the first 10 seconds of the song
Mm-hmm.
from the album.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to listen to it more, we'll give it a green, right?
No, if we like it a lot
If
and
we
want
like
to
it a
listen to
lot
it more.
and we want to listen to it more, we'll give it a green.
If we just
If
want to hear the
we
rest.
just kind of want to hear the rest, then we'll give it a blue. If we don't really care what happens from this point on, we give it a white. If we need it to be cut off, we give it a red. And that's about it.
Yerp. Oh,
So-
and the greens are worth 3 points.
Oh, yes. there's
Blues
a
are 2
grading system.
points.
Greens,
Whites are
3
1.
points. Blue, 2. White, 1. You feel me?
Red is 0.
Red is 0.
0.
Add it all up, divide it by the number of songs on the album, and boom, that's the score out of 3. Usually. It can be 4 if there's reds. So, it depends. Because, no, I don't know why I said that. No, because it would be out of 4. No. My own choice backfired on me. But, it would be out of 4 though, because
Why?
most of the joints we've done it's been like just greens, blues, and whites.
Yeah, but if the max number of points you can get on an individual track is 3, then the average will never be higher than 3. You smell me?
True.
Yeah,
I
the
just
zeros
thought
will
it-
just drag it down. Oh yeah, speaking
Wouldn't
of
that
which,
be the point?
I was gonna say that what?
If you get a red, then we're trying to
No, that 0
but-
counts. You still you just don't get points for it, but you still
Well,
use the total track number.
yeah,
what was
you're
I
better
about
at
to say?
math than I am. So
I'm gonna give you the task of putting the scores on top of the album covers.
I will do it with grace. Yeah, there we go. Win the crowd back slowly but surely, like a politician. All right, so
Speaking of politicians,
I don't like to speak about politicians because I don't really care for them because they don't really care for me.
you're right. But I was telling Chili this the other day. How many I was on Twitter, and I noticed that all the time. Every time a politician says something crazy, someone invariably says, "Why would you do that? Senator so and so, we're better than that."
Are we?
Exactly. At some point, we have to realize that we're just not better than that.
Nah.
We're not better than all the stuff that we're
Our little
seeing.
gossip circles are just as bad as their little gossip circles.
Yeah,
Only
but their little
difference
gossip
is
circles
they
run the
got-
country.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Theirs run the country. Ours run our social circles.
Right. So we just gotta, if if we want to be better than that, then we, like I
Gossip's
said
about more
last
important
episode,
stuff.
well, then it's not really gossip, is it? But just
Yeah.
hold each other accountable and be better and so on and so forth. But yeah, if this is what we're getting, then no, we're not better than that. And we got to understand that. And I think
Simple
that too
and
many
plain.
of us don't. So there's that.
There's that. Walk the walk. Excuse me.
Talk is cheap. You need money to buy whiskey.
Talk is
cheap.
cheap. No, it's all together.
Oh, okay.
Walk the walk, talk is cheap. Bow.
Gotcha.
That's a phrase.
Gotcha.
Taking that. Quote me. All right, but today's album.
Steal it.
I said we're going to do this, so
Steal
we're
it.
going to have to do this.
I mean, that was before the
It
official
was.
start.
It was. And, we could do two, because that was a good one, too.
What?
The new Benny.
The Benny was good.
Benny was good. But
I started listening to this today. It's solid. This is just like
it's just old stuff.
mostly. But I didn't realize that he's on
get outta
Victory Lap, the Young Rich Niggas. That's him on the hook. That's Party on the hook.
Uh-oh. Earthquake!
Camera down. Because there's a song on.
Need that angle today.
All right. There's the song that hook is from is on that project. So there's that.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Party Next Door has a lot of credits on a lot of things that people don't know about. I wonder if he's
when I
ever
looked it
gone
up,
by
there was
another
he didn't have a
persona.
credit though. That's what tripped me out. So
Oh.
I wonder what the business was behind that.
Maybe it was a favor.
All right.
Hmm.
Well,
I wonder if he's ever gone by another name.
like Diddy.
No, like 2 Chainz used to be Titty Boy.
True.
Frank Ocean used to go by Lonnie Bro.
Did not know that.
Yeah, like everybody had like a name, and then they had the name that like blew them up. Like Lil Wayne, he's like, I wanted to be Shrimp Daddy, but it was like, no, Lil Wayne.
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
His so there was a story. I was watching a Lil Wayne documentary, his VH1 joint a while ago, and it was actually the Nardwuar interview where I learned about this. This is why you got to tap into Nardwuar, man. He gets the real facts. And they were talking about either his stepfather or there was a rapper down there that went by like Big Daddy Shrimp or something like that.
Yeah.
It was New Orleans. So Shrimp was
Craw
popping.
Daddy.
Yeah, Craw. It might have been something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I wanted to be Shrimp Daddy.
Yeah.
Because I was little and Shrimp was little. And I was like, okay, I see the wordplay at an early age. And then the daddy part, because I guess you just want to be a Mac. But then it was like Lil Wayne was better. Because I think, something like that. But don't quote me. Watch the interview.
It makes sense. But all right. Today we're going to jump into Savage Mode 2. 21 Savage and Metro booming with the good throwback No Limit color. Given that we're in the age of animated covers, I was kind of hoping that when I clicked on it, we were going to get the bling blouse.
Yeah, I was hoping so. It would be all glistening and shiny.
Yeah.
Maybe the doors would go up. Maybe the fountain would be going.
Yeah.
But hey,
Wah-wah.
maybe it would have been a little bit too maybe it was epilepsy thought of.
Like Pokemon.
Oh my god! I was watching something I don't know. It wasn't last night. It was the night before. Last night I passed out, and I woke up today at like 9:30.
I stayed up all night watching fights. It was like 5 hours of fights.
Yeah,
Go ahead, finish
Loma
your story.
lost. Loma lost, and that was his fault because he didn't have to lose. He just took the wrong approach too long in the fight.
Yeah, he waited too long to start fighting.
But it was weird because it reminded me kind of like John Jones and like how he was losing a fight, his last fight early, but then he turned it on, and then like they gave it to John Jones because of his his name basically.
Oh, the Reyes, yeah,
Yeah, like he was
lost
losing.
That fight. That made me mad.
But then like the last few rounds, then he started to cut it on and be John Jones because like he's just been there before, and like that's kind of what that fight like. Like at first he's losing because he's just sitting there trying to tire him out because he didn't take in account of how smart Lopez actually was and how quick he was. But then like in the last 5 rounds, like he's lighting him up. Like like Lopez can't do nothing. Like he's just
which is weird because some of the takes that I saw on Twitter, God help me, were like Lopez beat his ass. I'm like, were we watching the same fight? Like, what were y'all looking at?
He didn't beat his ass.
Because Loma hit him with the Floyd for the first several rounds and figured it out, but he just waited too long to start firing.
Like he really didn't. He wasn't. It would have been a much closer fight had he just thrown some punches.
Right.
They literally said at one point he threw 11 punches this round.
He threw 1 in the first round, I think.
1 in the first round. The second round he was like 2 for 11, and then it was like he's just not throwing punches. He's just moving around trying to tire him out, but he didn't account that because he's young and has good lungs. Like he's not really gonna get as tired as you think he's gonna get. But then, like I said, he turned it on at the end, but it was too late at that point.
Do you watch
that first
UFC
fight
at all?
Yeah.
Did you watch it yesterday?
No. Like I said, I was out.
No, fair. You did start telling a whole other story. How you barely catch Loma? That was at like midnight.
Bro, I was out.
That's what I'm saying, but all the UFC fights were before that.
Because I wasn't watching UFC. We were
watching,
like, the baseball game was on. I was out. Like, no, I wasn't out.
Gotcha. Anyways, you started a whole other story. So tell your story before I cut you off.
Oh, yeah, the first fight. It was this dude who had 14 consecutive first-round knockouts. And he made it 15. That, like literally, there was, like, 14 in a row first-round knockouts. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is, because this is, yeah.
Think about that. They were like, his average fight time is 1 minute 43 seconds. And when you see him start punching, you see why. Because he's like, I think he was like not a bantamweight because he wasn't small. And I don't think bantamweight's in boxing. But it was like.
I mean, it's also one of those things, though, where
he was like
I guess actually that was what happened in the Ortega and Korean Zombie UFC fight. That he always, the Korean Zombie always beats people in the first round. And so Ortega was like, we just got to get out of the first round. And then after that, we can take them to the deep water, as they like to say. So, like, if you beat everybody in the first round, then that really means you've never been tested. So, if you can at least get out of the first round, then you can start, then you can start testing folks. And then everyone's confused.
Nah, he started destroying Cuz. Cuz, the dude was, he fought for Floyd Mayweather, too. Not Gervonta Davis. It was, well, of course not him, because his fight is, like, in some time. But it was, like, some black dude that got lit up. Like, Cuz just has heavy hands. It wasn't like he was just wildly swinging. Like, he's just creeping up, big, heavy, long arm. Just, it was, that was interesting. And then the second fight was, like, on some anime, like, it was a great fight. Like, they were just going back and forth the entire fight.
Yeah, I don't watch any of those.
That was a good fight. I didn't know who either of the dudes were, but like it was just active. Like if they were both eating them duck. It was just beautiful. It was what a fight was supposed to be. But yeah.
Yeah, all I know is the Loma fight was a draw at best.
Yeah, I would say that, cause he really couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
He really couldn't touch him.
And I feel like. I don't know. Fight judges are weird. They've been trash for a minute. Mostly just watching UFC, and it's like boxing judges, and it's like, how are you actually scoring this? Because even with Jones and Reyes, Jones didn't do anything. But I also know that if it is a championship fight, then the onus is on the challenger to really have an overwhelming win. Otherwise, the assumption is that the champ just did enough to not lose, which is like, we're fighting, dog.
Yeah, it's a fight at the end of the day. There's no doing enough to not lose. Somebody said something on the fight last night that was a good point, how exhausting it is to just keep yourself mentally aware.
Oh yeah.
Alone, like not even physically staying in your form, just mentally remembering that when you throw, something's coming for you at four different angles.
He goes like that.
Watch toes, watch hands, watch waist, eyes, head. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I respect all boxers. Don't fight none of them, unless you can fight.
They're not allowed to
test it out. I know they have to register their hands as lethal weapons.
Yep, assault with a deadly weapon.
That's what I'm saying. Don't fight no boxers. They're not gonna fight you. Don't fight them.
You know what I just thought of?
It is assault with a deadly weapon, but there gets to a point where it's like it's self-defense after a while.
No, yeah, there's that. But the image that just popped in my head when I said that was assault shaker with sunglasses.
Assault with a deadly weapon. You know
and
what?
A pistol.
So, 21 Savage. No. That's not
even what I meant to press. Damn, that's loud as hell.
Whoa! Where is it? There it is. I'm sorry.
All right. So
I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta get some tape to label these, cause yeah. But no, that gets a.
I was trying to go for the Kawhi laugh.
It's still.
Listen, you can be a hater all you want. Don't be mad. Don't be mad at my pun game, okay?
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you it wasn't funny.
That was hilarious.
Anyways, 21 Savage, Savage Mode 2.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
We should start a record.
Yeah, we should. That's kind of why we're here, right? I think.
Is it 15 tracks, 44 minutes? Let's get to it. Track 1, intro.
Morgan Freeman off
Big
rip.
facts.
None.
Great men that share similar ideals can be separated by even thousands of miles and still be in the same place.
It's crazy.
That's the
universe.
Where's the bomb? No, it's the next one. Yeah, it's that one. Hit it harder.
Hold on. I'm waiting for it to die out.
It'll cut itself off.
Yeah, it's a bomb. The universe, man. It's the universe. The universe connects energies that need to be together. It doesn't matter where you are. The energy is going to be do what it needs to do. So, be like water, as 'twas said by the great Lee of Bruce's. Lee of the Bruce clan. What are you doing?
Listen, when I'm done, you'll understand, okay?
I just want to know what I'm signing up for.
It's too late. You already signed up. You can't do nothing about it now.
Goodness gracious.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, intro gets a green for me. It's Morgan Freeman spitting Neil deGrasse Tyson facts.
That was a Morgan Freeman fact, my guy.
It was a Morgan Freeman fact, but it was on a Neil deGrasse Tyson level of intellect about the universe. It was just very coded.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, on some Einstein's theory of relativity action.
Let it be. Let it. You got it. Hey,
spiritual relativity.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it funky with the folks.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, Playboy. As I sip this water.
Dang, I just spelled Kawhi with 2 H's. Want.
That's all good. So boom, there we go. All right, but now
you don't have to read it out loud.
Okay, all right, you got a mouse. No, I was about to say like how we going, but I saw you at the mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Big
right.
dog tings.
But now you actually got to be on time.
Listen, let me do my job. You do your job. All right.
All right.
All right. Track two.
Running.
Oh, we give the first one a green. Okay, we give the first one a green.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel yet. I'm still thinking, still processing. Off the first 10, it sounds like it's gonna be like it makes me every time I hear a song start like that, it makes me think of Dream Chasers, because it just makes me think like, oh, this is gonna be a mad high school warm up song.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, like this would be like the greatest high school work up song ever, a warm up song. Not
Quite
ever,
possibly.
It just sounds like it's about to go stupid.
Like, I'm kind of interested, but I also don't care.
Yeah, off that first 10, even though I did hear him start to inhale, and he's about to say something in his monochromatic 21 voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Evening, ladies and gents.
Yeah, so we can go.
Did you see that? There was somebody put a video together, like he's been telling us.
Ladies and gents.
21 Savage has been telling us he's British all along.
Yeah.
And he had the Vogue. He's I'm the Saint Laurent. No, I can't even make his voice.
No one can make his voice. But what's that? White? Is that how you feeling?
Yeah.
All right, we'll rock out to a white. White. We'll take that. Track 3. Glock in my lap.
Yo, the way he has that scrape on the top of that one 808 is hard. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a green. That's a green.
Yeah. That's Glock in my lap. Yeah. That sounds like it's about to get.
I literally didn't hear anything he said. I was totally enamored by the way that the ceiling of the 808 had a scrape on it. You know, if you turn that around, you could read it.
Hey, the goal was I was trying not to read it.
Well, then
everybody got a C8.
Then why'd you pick it up? Why you see another one?
Oh, my friend sent me another one. Like apparently there's a couple in Maryland. Like a nice number.
I like that blue one though. I saw
that was nice.
That Tiffany. No, it was Tiffany blue.
I seen like a wine red one.
Ooh,
Then I seen a white one. Then I seen a dark blue one out in DC. Then everybody got one apparently out. Not everybody, but like I guess.
I mean, it makes sense.
They pre-ordered them a lot out here.
Well, that, and then also it's mid-engine now, and that was the whole big thing with Ferraris and Lambos. They're all mid-engine, and now they got a mid-engine vet. It's like, all right, let's get it.
Nah, see,
I still want the 458, but that's just me.
It's a good car. I don't really care for Ferraris because I feel like they're a little over appreciated.
How do you over appreciate something?
Because Ferrari is Ferrari, and they do that. Like that's kind of how they got their brand. Like they're like, this is the best, and then people are like, okay.
I mean, and
it worked.
It has been, but it was also.
It hasn't always been the best. They was slumming for like a solid 10 years. They just starting to come back with the 458 and the 488 with that.
I mean, the 430 was hard.
Yeah, but that was like 03.
I mean, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not Toyota.
Since 05 to like now, they've been slumming.
Yeah,
Lambo
some of those long bonnet joints.
McLaren came up.
Well, McLarens are hard. The Lambo benefited quite a bit from being purchased by the Volkswagen Group.
They did.
That's why they started getting the all-wheel drives. That's also where we got the R10 from, or the R8. Which an all-wheel drive Lambo, still just saying it's still just like. But, all right, I guess. But I like it. But I still want a 458. So beautiful.
I just want
your 720S. I ain't mad. I like it. I definitely like the curves on that.
All the way to a 12C because I like the 12C too. I just like the McLaren body. Fair. I don't really like the 570 and the 600 LT body. It looks kind of choppy. I've seen it in person. It looks very nice in person, but like I just like it a little bit smoother.
Or the AMG, just the GT coupe.
I don't like when I get the AMG, I'm getting the 4-door. I don't want the 2-door.
Why?
It's because it's a sedan.
You ain't got no friends. I ain't got no friends.
That's exactly. Right around with more space, all for me.
As long as I can push the seat back a little bit, even though I like to be,
the C63 is basically a 4-door coupe. Like, there's no leg.
I mean, you can
room
get a
in the back seat.
C63 in the coupe version.
I know, but I've seen the 4-door one. Like, even though it's a back seat and a door to get in the back seat, like, if you're over 6 feet tall driving, there's no back seat.
Yeah, probably true. I mean, this is the same as the whatchamacall.
That's why I like it. I like this. So I like the C class because it's tight, but it's still big.
Fair.
That's why I like it.
Fair.
Because I'm big, but I like tight spaces. If that makes sense.
Wow, baby!
Track 4. Mr. Right Now featuring Drake.
That didn't do anything for me.
Me either. I'm unsure of what Drake's pocket on that would be. Whether he's gonna try to rap similar to how he first came out, or if he's gonna try to sing.
He's probably gonna try to do both. He's probably gonna try to be in his little trappy pocket, and then when it felt some stuff like that. I don't know, but it's Drake. Who knows? You never know what you're gonna get with Drake. But I gave it a white because that first 10 did nothing for me.
Okay. Not mad.
Did you want to give it something else?
I mean, there was a point in time where I always wanted to hear whatever Drake's verse was on a song. Now I'm at the point where if I press play on a song,
does that mean you want to hear the song, or does that just mean you want to hear Drake?
And well, hold on, let me land. Now, because he has a song with someone else that just came out, and I press play on it, and about 30 seconds in, said, nope, moving on. So it's not enough to keep me. Just a white.
There it is. And there it is, folks. Track 5, Rich Nigga Shit featuring Young Thug. That was beautiful.
That was like, what song is that violin?
It sounded very, very reminiscent of Overnight Celebrity.
No, yeah, that too, but that's not what I was thinking of.
No, that's not it.
Damn, I can't think of the name. Anyways, that sounded like a Larry June record.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say more Dom.
They're the same person.
No, they're not. Larry raps a little bit faster. Dom's stuff is slower because Dom don't really rap.
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I hear you. Either one. That pocket is what I'm saying. It's a large pocket.
All right.
It's like you know how in your jeans you got the large pocket with the little pocket on the inside.
I never understood that. And then somebody told me it was for change, and I was like, oh.
There was a joke there, but I'm gonna leave it alone because you're gonna. Yeah, it's okay. I'll give this one a blue. Why are you looking at me like that? What was
I
it
don't
white
like
for you?
when people do that to me.
What?
They make me feel like I said something crazy.
No, you didn't say
But
nothing
they're
crazy.
not gonna enter into the world of crazy.
Nah, it was me. It was my crazy. So I'm gonna just all right. I gave you the assault with a deadly weapon earlier.
Relax. All right. Track 5 gets a blue. Track 6, Slide In. That's so fun. Yeah. Beat is hard. Metro did his thing on that one.
The beat is hard, but the way it sounds made me feel like he did 9 takes of his verse, and they just kept all the ad libs.
Probably.
Or he was trying really hard to find the pocket before he rapped, like he didn't know where it was.
Yeah. That might be it too.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a blue.
I respect it.
We'll go blue because the beat was hard, but 21 came in confused. It's like it was so hard he didn't know that it was gonna be that hard. He's
Right.
Like, oh shit. Okay. It's all right. Let me up the bars on this one. All right. Where we at? Track
7.
7. Many Men. Okay. Metro's beats are coming in early. You look perplexed.
Because I like it.
But
It also doesn't seem like a 21 Savage pocket. And there's also stuff going on at the same time that I don't like.
such as
The high pitched melodies sounded, it was just off putting to me. I don't know why. And then this is not a, if someone played this and they were like, guess who's gonna rap on it?
you would never think 21.
Ever.
But that might be a good thing though, because it throws you off, and then you hear 21 come in on some weird stuff, and it's like,
Unless he hits us with the with the Count Dracula Sesame Street flow.
true.
1, 2, 3,
two,
4, 5,
three.
6, 7.
4, 5.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it you can grade this one. It makes no difference to me. Womp 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 white. All right, track 8, Snitches and Rats interlude. Morgan Freeman telling me what a snitch is. That's not even green. That's emerald.
Right? I totally agree with that. I've always told folks, like, if you're doing something with someone and you get caught and you tell, use a snitch.
Yeah.
If you're a victim, or like you said, if the people that live in the neighborhood report something, you're not a snitch.
You're just reporting nonsensical behavior to people that are
Reporting
going to handle it.
observations. Yeah.
Exactly. And you
It's
sloppy enough to get reported. Stupid.
My dad once told me, I forget how it came up because I was young. He was like, if you're gonna be, he was like, whatever you're gonna do, be the best at it. So if you're gonna be a thief, be a cat burglar. I was like, what? He said, they don't get caught. I said, okay.
Straight up.
So yeah,
Straight up. If you're going to do it.
to the highest level.
Yeah. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby.
Hey,
Ain't nothing new to this. I'm true to this. Track 9, Snitches and Rats, featuring Young Nudie.
ain't that your boy? Didn't we do one of his albums?
Probably, but some of his stuff I enjoy because his voice is hilarious and his beats be hard. But yeah, Young Nudie, Snitches and Rats, 21 Savage. That sounds like that's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, I give that one a green. I thought you said you listened to this already.
I did.
So why are you acting like you don't know?
For the cameras.
Ah,
Come on, see, now you just gave the gimmick up.
camera cap. Ain't no gimmick. It's fine if you listen to it already.
Not yet, but they didn't know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
Whatever.
I ruined the air of mystery around Mr. Reek.
Sick. Track 10. My dog.
Yo. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Y'all must have forgot
Y'all must have forgot.
the Roy Jones joint. You don't know that song?
No.
Oh shit! All right, we have to take a moment.
Roy Jones.
Oh god.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr. had a song.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is gonna pull up on the other audio though. Hold on. It's
This is
not
crazy.
playing for them.
Doesn't matter.
Y'all must have forgot.
What? Roy Jones Jr. is
See
currently.
the piano?
He just closed his eyes and bobbed his head like so hard.
Y'all must have
Why?
forgot. All right,
So
all
I don't know
right,
why it was
all
a
right.
thing in the 90s for every athlete to also have to have a music career.
I mean, let's say rappers want to be athletes. Athletes want to be
Kobe
rappers.
had a whole video. Shaq
Yep.
has multiple albums.
Yep. Iverson had one verse
Iverson
that he got
had
in
a
trouble
verse.
for. I mean, look, Master P went to the NBA.
Master P did go to NBA. It's just a black thing, man. It's just in our culture. We just express ourselves so many ways.
We want to do everything. I ain't
We
mad.
have to do everything because we can't just say it or we'll get thrown in jail. We have to express it.
What do you mean?
Black people can't just. That's why, like, just think about it. Go back to slave. We have to speak in codes. We can't just say what's going on and what we like. We have to code stuff up. So,
But yes.
that is like,
I should say and.
to a degree, engraved in like
Absolutely.
African American culture, which is a good thing and a bad thing because some things are picked up that could have been left off because people just
Like bye,
didn't
Felicia.
understand them. You said what?
Like bye, Felicia.
That's just a funny thing.
No, you don't remember when they had the bye, Felicia shirts at like Urban Outfitters?
Oh, yeah, that's just like gentrification.
I'm saying, but clearly they didn't know what it was.
Yeah, they
They
did.
thought it was just.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, like stuff that is rooted in people, like in the progression of actual humans, not like just like monetary and business stuff. Like communicating to people like, hey, look out, stuff is going on up here. Be a little lookout for these type of people. Like the way you had to communicate that, stuff like that, and telling people how they can advance. Like think about how Jay-Z raps.
I think
He don't he don't just cut the joint on and be like business 101. This is how you invest. Like it's.
Do you think people would actually listen if you did that though?
No.
Right.
Because because to a degree, coded language is like our language.
Mm-hmm.
So like now when everybody's telling like get financially literate, like y'all need to educate yourselves and learn and how to talk and stuff, it's all right. The codes have gone, but so far now we have to integrate to a degree, because like the things that we're learning about now we didn't have access to code up, so it's like now we just got to learn it.
Right. So now we learn new stuff that we're gonna code up. Even like
but in order to code it, you got to learn it.
Right.
So that's the stage that we are in now. Like that's our generation, is learning to code for the next generation.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was like some kind of issue.
No, I'm saying there's some things that are just engraved in the culture that should have got let go.
Like code and language?
No,
Oh.
not one of those. I'm just saying, in addition to the good things like that,
there's
there's other things that were bad. So it's yin and the yang. Just like
I feel that. I mean, I a lot of times people don't. If you give someone a metaphor they can relate to, then they understand the information a lot more deeply than they would otherwise.
That is very true.
And
Something
I think
that they
that's
can
where the
relate to.
coded language comes from. So if you're someone who has, one foot in both places, so you're a translator.
Yeah.
And then when you translate it, it really sticks.
No, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
The point is to be translators, because it's a weird, but the thing is, it's not about being a translator. It's about being a multifaceted human being. Because when I'm not saying you, but like, when you say translator, that means that there's a different person that needs to be connected to. When we're the same person, you just like the same information that you need me to translate for you, you have access to get to. So I don't necessarily have to translate it for you. I just have to expose you to it.
Yeah,
you have to take the steps to.
I believe both of those situations exist. I think a lot of the information that's out there is readily accessible, and there's there's information that's a couple of levels up, a couple tiers up, that if you're not in the rooms, or if you haven't mastered the ground level stuff, you'll never see.
Of course.
And that's the stuff that needs translating, and I imagine the translators translate the high level information in the hopes that it will encourage you to master the entry level information.
Very true. But it's weird because it's certain motivation. They're sending those out to certain people that are motivated by that, because not everybody can be motivated by the thing that's 10 steps ahead of their frontal vision. Like some people need to go a step at a time. Most people need to go a step at a time. And there's some people that can see that thing 10 years ahead and then be able to put the patience to just shoot up. And that's a good thing. But what I'm saying is like we're getting to a point where we shouldn't have to look at it as like going back to like the hood, because it's not the hood, it's a place that wasn't taken care. Like, I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not going to put the words together correctly right now.
Well, when it comes to you can make a note.
Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah, I know how I'm trying to put it together, but I can't put it together. But like, yeah, that we basically, yeah, that's, yeah, you said it. The people in the higher up rooms are trying to code it down, but it's like, we have to take it upon ourselves to get to a certain level to where we have, like, just keep opening doors basically, and stop hoping that there's going to be like 3 or 4 people to go open, and then 4 more people. Like, we can. That's the like. That's what I'm trying to say. There doesn't have to be that bottom level anymore. There's always going to be that bottom level because people are people.
Yeah.
But like, to where that is the, like, oh, you got to get out of the hood. It's like you don't always have to get out. You can just better.
Yeah,
not everybody needs to leave. Some people do, but not everybody does. And some people think they need to leave because it's like you have to know yourself.
Yeah, I feel you. That's kind of what I was touching on to last episode to an extent, in terms of like after you grow to a certain level, you have to get away from what's around you, because you will realize that the shit is just trash, and that it will hold you back. But also, I think Master P said it best. He said,
not trash,
you come up in the hood.
Valuable to you.
You come up in the hood, and it's about survival, and then you make some money, and you're comfortable, so you forget how to survive, and then you go back to those places, and then that's how people end up, making a bunch of money, getting out, and then coming back and getting killed or robbed or whatever, is because they forgot how to survive in that environment. And so
but all that is about how you come back too.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta maintain that survival mode.
How you come back.
Does it?
How you come back and why you come back.
Yeah, I mean, because
if you come back.
Look at Nip is a perfect example. He wasn't doing nothing but good, and then somebody just felt salty.
That was just like.
I don't think it's an anomaly.
In that specific situation, yeah, I think that was.
I mean,
personally.
It was an anomaly insofar as he was an anomaly, but people winning.
Oh yeah, like that happens.
People winning in negative environments, and then that same environment taking them out. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, there's always somebody hating on you. But in the case of Nipsey, where the dude that was hating on him was probably benefiting from him, like, because I'm sure he still lived in that area, that neighborhood, and all the stuff that he was doing in that area and neighborhood. Right. And he just had some type of entitlement to whatever their dispute was about. So in that sense, that does happen. But I think that, like, you can't put that on the person. That's just, and it's like, and ultimately it does boil back down to, like, just don't put yourself in positions where that can even happen. And you got to be aware of your surroundings. But
right. So once you win, you got to leave.
Yes, but
that's what I'm saying.
You don't abandon. Like, I don't know. That's a tricky situation.
So that's a good question though. Is that abandonment though? Like if I'm
it depends.
If I'm putting in work, you see me putting in work. I'm talking about from the mud, and you're watching me, and I never. And granted, some people do like to keep their information to themselves, but a lot of folks who are successful, they want to share. They want to share the knowledge.
It's how you share it.
So if I'm willing to share, and you see me working, and you see me doing this, like,
how you share it.
I don't know, what does that mean?
Am I giving you the knowledge, or am I telling you that I got knowledge?
Well, telling you I have knowledge isn't sharing information.
Exactly. That's how some people
so that's not what I'm talking
approach it. And then they want people to start asking them versus just being the human being and sharing the knowledge.
Right, but if you don't ask me, then there's no value. If I just walk around telling you, like, think about it, how we said before,
but
when if I come and tell you I'm smart and tell you I'm humble, you're going to be like, the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But if you come and interact with me and I give you, and I have a lot of knowledge to share, and I know a lot, you're going to tell me I'm smart. And if I don't boast about it, then you're going to tell me I'm humble. But if I come tell you, it's automatically discounted. So me telling you how to like move better, whatever, it doesn't mean anything because it's cheap. Like I didn't even have to go ask for this information. It's like people take breathing for granted until they have asthma because they wake up and they can breathe, right? They don't have to ask to breathe. So if you're not willing to go and ask the person you see winning for jewels, then like why is that their responsibility? Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it's their responsibility. I'm saying if you present yourself, it's how you present yourself. That's all I'm saying is how you present the knowledge that you have.
Mm-hmm.
If you go about it, I'm not talking about anyone in particular.
Mm-hmm.
If you just go about it in a way to where you don't like, you're like, I studied this. I know about that. You can ask me anytime. You're telling me I can ask you anytime, but you're telling me that because like if you really want me to ask you, like if you really want, I don't know. In my opinion,
asking you shall receive.
The way that I think and the way that I operate. If you want people to interact with you and you want to interact with people, you do it. If you see somebody doing something, don't make it your whole life about, oh no, I gotta be a part of this person. But it's like, hey, such and such, boom boom, give them a little gem, keep it pushing. Say it. Yeah. Come back, interact with you, cool. If not, oh well. But it's like, I just like when people be like, oh, like, don't nag me to to call you. If you want to call me, call me.
Yeah, but if you don't have,
you need to call me.
But if you don't have enough get up and go to call me, you know I'm winning and I'm where you want to be at, then you don't actually want the information.
On me.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but this goes back to the point of the other day. You get mad about me.
I'm not mad.
Like, no, I'm saying when motherfuckers be called, like sitting there, bro, I don't know why you don't call me. I got stuff I can help you out, and this and the third. And it's like, well, let me call you then. Like, or if you want to help me that bad, then help me. Don't just berate me about how I'm not reaching out to you enough.
Well,
people do that.
They do.
And then they're like, well, I'm doing well. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
If
you also want me to do well, help me. You're not helping me. You're just yelling at me about not talking to you.
That's not no real success. Cause I feel like folks that are really out here winning, they know that if you're not willing to ask, then you don't want to know in the first place.
Exactly. And you're not going to talk to me at all.
Yeah.
And then that's on me.
Right.
So then let it be on me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like it can't be, if I'm the one who's winning, the onus isn't on me to share the information. It's on you who wants to win to go and get it. That's what I'm saying.
True.
Yeah, that's all.
But what I was saying to that in addition was, no one's gonna ask the dude. Ultimately, what are we saying? No one's gonna ask the dude that's just like, yeah, I know, I know this, that, and the third, or the one that's always talking about the things that they got, even if they're a nice person. I don't want to talk to you if if you always just talking about your accolades and this, that, and the third, or you always got some story. You know, the nice guy that's just, he's so nice that he's too nice. That it's like, you're doing too well, bruh. Why are you? Leave me alone.
What do you mean doing too? What does that even
mean? I don't. Shut up. I don't mean like in life. I mean like you're too happy right now.
Yo, people literally. So
I'm joking.
No, I know, but I've literally had that exact experience where I'm smiling or laughing, and someone walks up to me and they go, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "What? What do you mean? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you?"
No one's ever asked me what's wrong with me. They'd be like, "What you so happy about?"
That's the same thing, just
and I'll tell them.
Underhanded way of saying it. But I've literally had someone walk up to me and say, "What's wrong with you?" Because I was smiling and laughing. I'm just like, I enjoy life. I'm winning. I'm on a winning streak. I don't know. I'm happy to be here. Happy
about. Sometimes I'll take it as like, oh, you want to join in on my happiness?
Sometimes I do.
Happy about. And if you smile with me, cool. If you want to get mad, then I'm probably gonna make fun of you. I do that. If people try to take my joy from me, I just take it back and judo kick them with it.
Not a judo kick.
Especially a judo kick. All right. But, yeah. Nice little soliloquy on, what were we talking about? That's funny. We just had a whole 5-10 minute tangent and I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We didn't rate the record either.
My dog. Oh,
You remember now?
I'll give it a blue. Yeah, because we were just talking about. It started with Roy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Then it went to athletes and music. Then it went to mentors somehow. I'll give it a blue. I think a blue is fitting.
That's probably why I got asked if we're high when we do this show, because we do just talk and forget.
Hey,
there's a thread.
That's what a podcast is.
You right?
Because you got to let go of the info so you can be passionate on the next batch.
Touche.
We still holding on to the first conversation, then it just turns into an argument. Then it's only one episode a week because then we can't deal with each other.
All right, track 11. Oh, stepping on niggas.
Yeah.
As a straight NW, I like that. That's a green. That's the NWA.
That's
a throwback.
Green as it ever gets. Throwback. Stepping on them.
That was hard.
Step on a nigga in my Air Force. I was about to get a pair of all white Air Force Ones yesterday, but I got those instead because those are more comfortable.
You weren't gonna get the black Air Forces?
No, because I don't have a rap sheet.
Brand new. Track 12, brand new Draco.
Brand new Draco.
Yeah, that's hard.
We ain't giving out smoke. We giving out embalming fluid. That's a violence to A.
His
name is 21 Savage, and he has a knife on his forehead.
Is that what that is? I thought it was a cross.
It's a sword.
Oh.
He explained it. It was for his one of his friends.
Oh.
It's a sword. But yeah, that's a green right there. Right there.
Bet. Track 15. No
13.
op left behind. Oh, sorry.
You skipped 2. Jeez. No. Laugh at yourself.
Track 13. No op left behind.
I like it. I like the bounce.
Yeah, I do too.
Definitely like the bounce.
At least the blue.
Yeah. That's about it. I don't have much to say about that one. It's one of those where if it came on at the party, like I could bop to it like I've heard it before, even if I never heard it before.
You gotta get
still enjoy it.
That loose neck bop.
The little loose neck, but you got to keep like a stern face, you know.
Oh,
not stern, but like don't have the loose neck face. When you just walking in the party, you got the loose neck face, they're gonna think you off your ass, and you can't be the dude walking in the party off your ass.
Why not?
Because he doesn't make it to the end of the party.
See, I always make it to the end.
You must lay down, take a nap in between.
I've
seen that happen before.
I just have I have a hydration equation, and it helps me. Well, I also haven't had to use it in quite some time.
Well, look,
I'm grown and mature now. I make better choices.
Exactly. See, if you come in high off life, then it's one thing. Yeah, there you go. Round of applause. If you come in high off life, that's different. Because then it's like you can keep that up because you're just happy. You just enjoy life, music. But it's like when you off the thing, if you come in like up there, they're like, yeah, he's coming down soon.
I mean,
he might stay up. But
I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just saying I've graduated.
No, yeah, I'm just saying. You come up like this, all right, cool. And then there's the people that. But I'm saying when it's like that, it's like a stock. Like you hit your part, and then you kind of level out. You level out, and then you start to rise up again. And then yeah. But I'm talking about the dude that's going and going and going and going, and then he comes in like right as it's about to shift, and the momentum shift.
That reminds me of a story Gunplay told in the interview. He was talking about, I think, a song it was a night that he had, and he was off of 5 different substances. He said he felt amazing, and just said for whatever the time period was, call me Mr. 5 drugs at least or something stupid like that. And I was just
Mr.
like, wow.
5 drugs.
I can't even imagine being like high off 5 different things at once.
Yeah, I wouldn't even remember that day. that weak.
Tells you how real his life is.
His name is Gunplay.
Speaking of which, have you ever heard Cartoons and Cereal?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like I ask you that every single time he comes up. It's a great record.
It is. Track 14, R.I.P. Love. Chopped up sample.
Yeah. I want to say that I recognize it, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Sample?
Sounds great, though.
It's definitely reminds me of. I know what it is. I don't know the name of the song, but I know what it is.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I don't know the song, but I like it.
I do too. I just realized we talked all over one of my topics, and I forgot to bring up exactly what
was your
it
topic?
was. It was something I told Chili the other day. A couple of these are things I told Chili over the weekend, but one is that we keep wins quiet because everyone will throw their hate at it, and at the same time, everybody gravitates to negativity like flies on shit.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a big win without everyone just being, I don't know, as negative as possible, or just like we said, I don't know, whatever their life experience is, they can't say anything positive about it. But let something negative happen, everybody piles on, and everybody wants to be a part of it, and then it's sad.
It is sad.
Which is why, to my point, to our point, when people are successful, they get quiet, they move away.
It's because you have less to talk about.
Well, that, and also, yes. And that's because most people only talk about negative stuff. And if you're really out here trying to win, you have to be optimistic and you have to focus your mind on positivity. Because if you're making a big bet on yourself or have this large goal that you want to achieve, it requires a positive mental attitude. And so if you're around folks that just talk about regular stuff, which is generally negativity 99% of the time, then yeah, you're going to separate yourself. And so if someone from the negativity decides they want to come over here to the winning team, then yeah, you got to come over here. I'm not coming back to the negativity. It's just sad to watch. That's all.
It is sad. It's weird because it's like,
and that's media, isn't it?
It is media. It's lack of self-awareness also. People don't realize that the things that they're feeding themselves are negative. Like, they'll think that they're studying or just reading up on something or just in spare time doing something, but it's like, nah, you're feeding yourself like this pattern of stuff that it's not doing anything for you.
All right.
Like, it's literally not doing anything for you at all. You got to think, what does this knowledge do for you? Like, is it just knowledge to have, or is it knowledge that can be applied?
That's a really good point.
Like can I just talk about this, or can I do something about this?
Or even more specifically,
do I want to do something about this?
Yes, that too. What I was going to say, or what I am saying, is when you have a large goal, then you can filter things out based on whether or not said information helps you move closer to your goal. Like, does it move me closer? Does it move me away? Or does it keep me in the same place? Right? So if it moves you closer, absolutely absorb and apply. If it encourages any kind of stagnance or backsliding, cut it out. Cut it off like gangrene.
Straight up.
Get it out of here.
Straight up. Straight up. Ain't nothing more to it than to do it, Playboy. All right.
Yep.
Track 15. Said and done. It's gonna crank. It's definitely gonna crank.
I feel, maybe, But just having an 808 and a trap snare doesn't mean crankage.
It doesn't.
So,
but given that,
I'll let you
sample choice
rate
and the title of the song, and based off you started off with when it's all said and done, I feel like it's gonna have some type of meaningful connotation.
Well, it's a white at best for me. I'll let you rate it. Keep those numbers up.
I'll go blue. I wasn't gonna give it a green. I'll give it a blue. But yeah. Hey, can't be mad at it. You know, I was thinking about something today. There's a point in time in your life where you go to the store for the last time.
Wait, what?
Like, how can I put this? There comes a time in your life where, like, you, not even knowing it, have made your last clothes purchases.
Yeah. Because
you stopped growing. You're at the size you're probably just going to be at.
Or you're finna die.
That is not necessarily what I'm talking about.
Oh.
But yes, but like more so what I'm talking about is like as you get older, you subconsciously do things like for the last time and it doesn't even dawn on you until like you can't, like you're just thinking about all the things you can't do anymore. Then it's like, when was the last time I did that? Like, I was just thinking like, I wish there was a way that there could be like a way to keep track of that so that maybe you get like a 10% discount the last time you ever buy a shirt for yourself. It's like, yo, this is the last shirt I'm going to buy for myself. Everything I have now is what I wear until I die. This is my, like, it's like your last
What made you think of this?
I don't know. I was just thinking about old people and like how most of the stuff that old people wear now, they've been wearing for like 50 years.
Yeah.
And we look at it like, oh, it's all cool and vintage. But they're like, yeah, like I remember when I bought that 45 years ago.
Right.
I haven't been shopping since. And it's like,
had this pair of socks since the Second World War.
Yeah. And it just be all holy and stuff. And then you see all the old people with the fresh white socks. Those were bought for them recently by someone else.
Oh, that's funny.
Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, there should be a way that stores do that. There shouldn't, but that would be cool. That would be a nice little send-off to, like, humanity. Like, hey, you're about 45, 46. This is probably, depending on what type of lifestyle you live. You know, if you're a more luxurious person or somebody that, like, does a lot of business stuff, you probably cycle through clothes a lot. But, like, it gets to a point where it's like, yo, I don't.
Or if you're like, if you are like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, you just buy 20 of the same thing. And
exactly.
Wear that.
You just buy stuff in bulk, like your last bulk pickup.
I'm trying to get to that level. Just find one dope outfit.
I'm getting there. I'm starting
my uniform.
I'm getting there slowly. I think black pants is a part of it.
Had you started working yet when I still had my burgundies?
You had burgundy pants?
Jeans, yeah.
No, I was not there.
Egypt used to make fun of me. I wore them every day.
I would torch you if I saw you in some burgundy pants.
Why? They were fresh.
You look like a Slim Jim dipped in cheese.
Yo, what?
Oh, I got some flames for you.
I don't even know what that means.
It's because the red, but then you're like yellow up top. So it's like,
I mean, I guess
Slim Jim and cheese. It'll drip down.
I got made fun of in middle school too, because I had some tan pants, like some khakis, and this Old Navy jacket that was red plaid, like a lumberjack joint. And
like a rolled down Kit Kat bar.
I wore it all the time. You're so stupid. I wore it all the time, and it wasn't until our 8th grade graduation I had on the same outfit in every single field trip picture.
That's funny.
But also, like, I literally owned one pair of pants.
Hey,
and people were like, look at, oh yeah. And then one boy, he caught himself trying to make fun of me one day. Look at him, tan skin, tan pants. I was like, bro, that's the best you got? Like,
yeah, those are usually those are the ones that,
I got
like,
one pair of pants and that's the best insult you got, bro?
Those are the insults that like make me laugh. Because it's like you were just trying to hurt my feelings. You weren't even trying to say something funny.
Yeah, like it's not.
If you're trying to say something funny, I let it slide. Because if you make me laugh, yeah, that's the type of person I want to tango with.
Right.
But if you just like, look at you looking stupid. It's like,
stupid
what?
face.
Yeah, look at that stupid face. I want to punch it. I want to punch that stupid face.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. That's how I'm coming.
That's all right.
It's not. Allegedly.
That's violent.
It's a little violent. I was supposed to be doing math during this time, but then that was my thought. So Macy's, all you companies, think of a way to like send a farewell to like your customers when they get around 55.
Right. When you haven't
middle
seen
class
them
customers.
when they haven't had a purchase in 18 months. Oh, This is your last. Here you go. Here's a never return discount.
Yeah, send them a cake or something.
But they'll probably make them come back though.
Probably.
You just pull up one time and say, "Oh, here you got a never
There you
returning
go.
discount."
Iceberg Slim 'em. Tell them, oh, you're free to go, but we just wanted to let you know you had 75% off on your next purchase. Oh my God.
See,
well.
you know what? So back to the other example about metaphors and translating language. I'm not even sure you realize what you just said right there.
What? 1, 2, 3.
When you said iceberg slim 'em. Because obviously people are out here working hard for their money and they come to your store and they haven't been here in a long time. So you hit them with that light finesse, make them feel welcome and wanted, so that they come back and spend some more money.
Oh, yeah.
That's coded language, baby.
It's all, yeah.
You know what I thought of yesterday?
What?
I was watching this clip on, I think it was a TikTok video. And this guy he said something, what Trump has done for me the last 3 years. And his friend or his son, whoever, turns around and goes, what Trump has done for you, you mean being unemployed and 2 DUIs later?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But what occurred to me in that moment, though, was that the same way that we looked, the same way that we being black people looked at Obama as a symbol and representation is the same way, a representation of us is the same way I believe a lot of white folks that are not 6-figure, and I'm talking about like regular and poor, impoverished white folks
missing a couple teeth.
Look at Trump. They don't have to be missing a couple of teeth, but look at Trump as he's one of them. And so that's why,
if you look at
that's
Trump,
why they defend him so much.
If you look at Trump as one of you got to be missing a couple of teeth.
No, because the thing is, like, he speaks the way, like they, in 2016, when he had those comments floating around and people were saying, oh, that's locker room talk. Now, if you've been in a locker room, you know that. Yeah. But that's also how people talk. But generally speaking, when you see a politician, they don't allow themselves to speak that way. That, yeah. So if you're, in Appalachia or wherever you are, and that's how you speak at home, and you see a politician that reflects that and has the same kind of attitude and is like, nah, I don't, don't confuse me with the facts, whatever, then you're going to resonate with that. And so he represents them the same way that a lot of us felt like Obama represented for us. You feel what I'm saying? So like in that, they kind of fit the same, they fit the same mold in that regard.
So
it's crazy, right?
Not really. It's like, locker room talk, people in locker rooms, that's how they talk to each other. Usually they're in a locker room because they play the sport. Usually the way they talk like that, it's more of an aggressive sport. And sometimes when you play an aggressive sport, you lose some teeth. So that holds my valid point on that one.
No, it doesn't.
Also,
you're missing my point completely.
Locker room talk. I've been in a bevy of locker rooms in my
nothing.
Let me land. I'll let you land.
To do with locker room talk.
Let me land. I'll let you land. Let me land, please. Thank you. As I was saying, it does have everything to do with locker room talk because no one talks like that. I've been in a bevy of locker rooms in my entire life, both for football, basketball, baseball, soccer, even lacrosse. I've been there. Usually the guys that talk like that, they have mental problems. Because no common human being refers...
It was a euphemism, but go ahead.
But yes, but this is my euphemism as well. Hey.
What? No, but go ahead, finish your
It's
story.
like, yeah, locker room talk. That's how people, we and the boys talking in the locker room. Yeah, when I was with the boys in the locker room, the dudes that was talking like that, we worried about our safety around them. So I'm going to use that logic to apply to him as well.
Yeah, that's why I said you were missing my point. Because there's nothing.
I think I'm right there with you.
No, it has nothing to do with locker room.
Because that's how I resonate with how he's talking. You're talking about how they resonate with.
Right. It's more that he says what he says, however inappropriate, and then stands on it, and it resonates with them because that's how they talk. When I brought up that was just a euphemism. Locker room talk is a euphemism. I know that folks speak like that, and it's not actually in locker rooms because I don't even play. I was not on teams like that, and I know people talk like that and they're walking lives. It's a euphemism. My point was only that he represents them the way black folks felt like Obama represented black folks, and that's why they're willing to stand behind him no matter what. Because even when you tell people about the things that maybe Obama fell down on, they don't care.
True.
And that's the point. And so the same religious fervor that he gets supported with is the same religious fervor that Trump gets supported with. He's just representing a different demographic. That's all I was saying.
No, yeah.
And so for a dude who lost his job and have 2 DUIs, he's like, oh, Trump's done so much for me. That's because he sees himself in Trump, where he wouldn't see himself in a George Bush. He doesn't see himself in a Bill Clinton, despite the fact that they're both white. So for us, it's the skin folks makes us kinfolk. But for them, it's more how he conducts himself. Now, however we feel about how he conducts himself, that's what is resonating.
I don't think it's necessarily 100% black skin with black people either. I think with black people, it's the type of person too, because black people were heavy on Bill Clinton, and he was suave.
As a symbol,
cool.
Though, Bill Clinton does not hold a candle to Obama. He's actually a black president.
I'm not comparing. God damn it, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying that in that election, black people resonated more with Bill Clinton. Because a lot of black people voted for Bill Clinton back in 91, right?
Yeah, because he was a Democrat and he played saxophone.
He was a Democrat and he played visual representations. He was the cool, smooth talking dude, had a little southern accent. Everybody knows a black dude like that, plays an instrument like that. Mm-hmm. That's the resonation. I'm not saying that I'm just saying that was how black people viewed them too. And yeah, there was a mistake. All I'm saying is who you resonate with, it reflects you. So
it does. I'm saying so.
What you are connecting with.
Black folks got one, white folks got one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the ones that the white folks are resonating with, yeah. Hey, Obama's issues weren't issues. They were just like, oh, I didn't achieve this.
That's not true. But I'm not going to get into that right now. That's not true at all.
I didn't know Obama had allegations.
It's not. I'm not talking about stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
When I'm talking about falling down, I'm talking about on the job and choices he's made and things that he's done that don't get publicized because they want to maintain a super positive outlook on him. That's where I'm talking. And when you point those out to people, they're like, oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. He's the first black president. Like, bro, do we have a standard or no?
That's stupid. That's stupid to say you don't care about stuff.
That religious fervor that he gets supported with is the same kind of fervor that Trump is getting now from folks that are
it's the same
from other impoverished folks that are just white.
It is the same, but I think it's different because character. Like Obama, he made bad choices, I guess, made bad decisions as a president. No one makes 100% good decisions, so I don't know why everybody thinks every president is going to solve everything that they say they're going to do. Most of them get in and then do the exact opposite, and that's been the case for forever. So I don't even know why people are still even mad about that. Because that's been the case since there's been presidents. So the fact that people still get worked up over things that someone said was going to get done, not getting done, or even talked about, or the opposite happening, you're stupid. That's how I feel.
That because most people don't actually do what they're going to say. So
no, exactly. And it's politics at the end of the day. Everybody is selling a dream to be bought for my benefit. Not necessarily that's what it is. It's an election. But what I'm saying is, if you make bad calls just in your position, you just made bad calls in your position. I don't want you in your position. Versus if you're just a bad person that got in your position, then it's like, all right, now you fucking with it. Like, you actually fucking up the money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to make some bad calls because you were persuaded, or for to keep things, whatever. It's another thing to just be downright breaking laws.
I mean,
and then being like,
I hear you, and like I said, we can sell that ticket on both sides. I guess for me, what's most frustrating is the fact that somehow a lot of people in general are convinced that all these folks are not the same, because they are.
They're all the same person. Yeah, you have
right.
to be a specific type of person to want to be a politician.
So when we have these extreme examples of folks being like wildly corrupt and otherwise trash, bro, that's all of them.
No, yeah.
All of them.
They all trash.
But they don't, welcome to the dark side.
The politician, the title of politician is trash because of what it comes with, to me. Like, to be a politician, you have to do some conniving stuff. So if you want to be a politician, then that just means you want to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, to an extent.
So, yeah, and whatever. It is what it is. I ain't tripping off of it. I voted. So that's where I leave it at, too. I voted. I did my research and I voted. So
exercise your civic duty.
So, upon my grading,
Yep.
We got a 2.2 out of 3. 2.2. That is good. Blue. Solid. I put it on rotation. Stepping on niggas is definitely still playing in my head.
That was pretty hard.
That's so hard.
It's pretty hard.
But yeah. Walk the walk.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
is cheap, folks. Remember that. Always walk the walk. Because talk is...
I think you saved it. Oh, sorry. Finish what you were saying.
What did I save?
Oh, because I was going to give that one joint a red. And I think it ended up with either a white or a blue. And yeah. All good, though. 2.2. Listen through.
2.2. Yeah. Had some interesting sounding stuff on there. So I'm glad I saved it if I did. Because, yeah. Check it out. 21 Savage Modes 2. If you haven't already. It's fire. And yeah, walk the walk, because talk is cheap, for the third time.
All right, Sir Reek, you can officially do the honors.
Shout out to the Woo.
Which Woo? Oh, I wasn't sure if you meant Wu-Tang. That's why I said hit the button.
Yeah. Wop wop. You got DoorDash?
You know what?
You got DoorDash?
No.
I was gonna say, why you ain't offering nothing?